Huh? What's this?
Hi, Monika here. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of energy who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. And Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monika, the leader of the club. That's me! I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can tell you're already a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me?
I don't see why not. God, what happened? Was it some kind of power surge? Well, whatever it is, it doesn't seem to have affected my computer too much, so I guess we can play the game. I mean, what's the worst that could possibly happen? Welcome back to another fine episode of PartyGod Douglas Productions, where I'm currently dressed up as an anime schoolgirl, which means one of two things. Either you guys are on the wrong site and you need to click off immediately, or we're going to be talking about the indie game phenomena, Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, for those of you who don't know about the game, which I don't imagine are many of you, but just in case, Doki Doki Literature Club is a visual novel dating sim created by Dan Salvato and his crew Team Salvato, where you join a literature club that is hosted at your local school. The club features 4 members. The club's president, Monika, who is super cool and awesome and who you should get to know more than anyone else, and 3 other girls who are decisively less important. Sorry if that sounded a little bit weird. I was a little strapped for research for writing this episode, but fortunately I made a very anonymous friend online who is sending me all these little helpful hints and all these cute little pink text boxes. There's one now.
Be sure to tell all of the precious party people that if they don't want any spoilers, to download the game themselves so they can play with us too. You rock! See you soon, PartyGod Douglas.
They keep saying that we're gonna meet up soon, but we never made any plans, so it's like really weird for them to be saying that. But I think after I'm done playing this game, I'll maybe try to reach out for them. Anyway, on with the show! Warning. This game may not be suitable for all people, especially those with depression or anxiety. Well, that's not foreboding or anything. So you get past the game's 2 warnings and then are instantly met with 4 cute anime girls being backed up by a poppy, happy-go-lucky teen, and already I'm completely confused and totally on guard. It then asks you to input your name, but don't think you're going to get that many characters because you don't. So now I am PartyGod Douglas, and I have to wonder how much my parents must have hated me in order to name me with alphabet soup. Upon entering the game, you are met with Sayori, who your player character treats as this annoyance, but by and far he is absolutely wrong, because Sayori is literally the truest manifestation of best girl, and I will do everything in my power to protect her and make sure she has a long, happy life. I mean, we're having conversations about what clubs I should join at school, and there's even like a 10-minute dialogue about cookies and food later on. So what could possibly go wrong? And it's here that we learn that Sayori has been our character's best friend ever since they were little, which is surprising since our character is kind of a jerk. I mean, he isn't the worst person ever, but he certainly doesn't seem like the most pleasant person to be around. He talks about how Sayori is like that kind of friend you never see yourself making in the future, after you've grown up, but take this as an outsider's perspective. I would much rather be Sayori's friend instead of PartyGod Douglas's. So eventually we skip ahead and Sayori convinces us to come by her club, which is the Literature Club. And here we are meeting the rest of the club that we'll be seeing a lot of in this game, I presume. We have Natsuki, who is the archetype tsundere, Yuri, the archetype super loner, introvert, shy girl, and Monika, who sticks out like a sore thumb for 2 reasons. 1, for her decidedly more Western name, and 2, because she tends to stare so deeply into your soul that you start to wonder what is she really looking at with those big ol' emerald green eyes. I can tell by your sincere stare that you would never hurt a fly. And I can tell we're going to be the fastest of friends. And after a cupcake-fueled initiation, your character officially joins the roster of the Literature Club. I'm most impressed by Sayori's ingenuity here, because I would probably do anything once for a cupcake as well.
Hey, can you hide some bodies?
And after initiation, we're introduced to the next major element of this game, which is poems. In order to become closer as a club, Monika suggests we all write poems and pass them around the next meeting. And it is through this mechanic where you engage in the dating game aspect of Doki Doki. When you get to these segments, you pick from a list of words, and if you pick a word someone likes, their little chibi character celebrates. It's adorable. Monika doesn't get a little chibi character though. So I guess she's excluded from the dating process. Which is okay, because she's the club president after all, and I assume that she's too busy taking care of those responsibilities to even think about dating, so we'll focus on someone else for now. I guess what I'm trying to say is that no matter what, I'll always value her as a friend. Whoever you choose the most words for affects how your next day will go and who you'll get to hang out with. I figured that out pretty quickly, so I get to hang out with the best girl, Sayori. After you hang out with your girl of the day, then you go into reading poems. My favorites are usually Monika's. I can't tell you why, but these poems are always really deep. They really seem to speak directly to me, not just as a character, but as a player, but
I don't know why I feel that.
And that's just how the game goes for a while. You write poems, and based on your poems, you get onto veritable misadventures with the girl of your choosing, and then you read poems. That's just how it goes. Eventually, Monika brings up the idea of this event called the Festival, which everyone's really against at first, but everyone eventually warms up to. To start it out, she asks each and every one of us to read our poem that we brought into the club that day. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty sure I killed it. Family, unrequited, whistle, sensation, inferno, pleasure, dream, marriage, cheer, summer, shiny, fireworks, broken, secretive, blanket, fun, love, sweet, death. Boom! But on the last day, something changes. No matter how you've approached the game thus far, your character starts to notice that Sayori is acting a little bit distant and a little bit down. So he decides to go check up on her because he's learning how to become a good person. You talk to Sayori, and have Monika talk to Sayori, and Monika tells you that she doesn't want to discuss what's wrong with you because you're a piece of that puzzle. Monika then makes a strong suggestion that Sayori really likes you. Yes! So you go through the day like normal, but after you show Sayori your poem, she makes a quick exit saying she isn't feeling well. Then after poem time, you guys decide on everyone's jobs for the festival. Natsuki is baking, Monika and Sayori are making pamphlets, and Yuri is doing atmosphere. Because Yuri loves atmosphere. It is at this point you are given a choice on who you want to help. Obviously Sayori. But everyone gets pissed at you for saying Sayori, so you're being forced into a corner, and in this case I pick Natsuki since she is my second favorite.
Several days later.
We jump right to the day we promised Natsuki we would help her with baking, but before all that, we check on the most precious treasure of all, Sayori. And this is where the game takes a huge turn and decides to take us for a feels trip. Sayori informs our character that she has really bad depression, and has had really bad depression for most of her life and for a while now. And this isn't some out of left field thing that the game is trying to throw out at you to try to spice things up. This has been throughout the entire game. Mostly in her poems, but also in the fact that she never wakes up on time, that she forgets to eat, and that she just has these seemingly out of place solemn moments that you're just now noticing. Sayori has been struggling throughout this entire game, and this is the first big turnaround that lets you know that this isn't just another dating sim, or just another visual novel. Dan and his crew put in real depth, real passion, and real love into making these characters as believable and realistic as possible. Not knowing how to react to this revelation, your character does the only thing that someone can do in this situation. He accepts Sayori with open arms and an open heart. And really, I think that's a lesson we can all learn from. This is beautiful because it not only shows a very realistic depiction of depression, but a very genuine way of how we should all react to it. Then you go to help Natsuki at your house, and there is about 100% more finger sucking than you think should be happening, which follows up afterwards with Natsuki about to kiss you outside your house until Sayori interrupts you. If it were anyone else, I would be so mad. But you get a free pass because you're Sayori. Sayori lays it all down on the line and admits her truest and deepest feelings, so we are given a choice that could ultimately decide everything. There was never any doubt in my mind, though. I've always known this to be the one true choice of my lifetime. I love you, Sayori. We are then treated with a really bittersweet CG, along with Sayori being distraught about not being instantaneously happy after this moment. But these are just dark clouds, and truly, tomorrow will be the brightest and most beautiful day ever, where absolutely nothing is going to go wrong. So after a very emotional day yesterday with all the finger sucking and all the love confessions and everything, we engage in our usual morning routine of my character trying to wait up for Sayori, but eventually deciding to head up to school to give her the time and space that she needs. Not what I would have done, but an understandable choice. We eventually make it to the school where we are confronted with Monika. Monika is surprised that we aren't with Sayori, and we tell her why that is. Monika then expresses her disappointment towards us.
You really shouldn't have left her hanging, PartyGod Douglas. You really shouldn't have left her hanging, PartyGod Douglas. You really shouldn't have left her hanging, PartyGod Douglas.
Well, no. Guys, I'm sorry, but I have to go. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and I knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, that everything would be okay. Why? Why did she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything that I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it had always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Wait. I can totally do that. I just have to reload my save and... Wait. What? No. This video is part 1 of a 2-parter Doki Doki Literature Club video, so be sure to tune in next week for part 2, because it's going to be great. Thank you everybody for watching, and remember, every video is a party, and you're all invited to the next one.